What's going on, guys? Ryan here with Jedha Patrol. Today we're going to be looking at the brand new Black Series General Grievous. All right, here we go. We got General Grievous in the packaging, guys. Check him out. He looks, honestly, the packaging is pretty awesome, not gonna lie. It's pretty cool. So down here on the bottom, we've actually got a little silhouette here of General Grievous on the bottom. We've got him in here with his cloak, with his 4 blades, with a blaster, all kinds of cool stuff. And on the side here, we've got General Grievous. And then on the back, we've got General Grievous again with a little outline that says a little background about him. Very, very cool. And it is the first edition of this deluxe series, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm wondering which other ones we're going to see coming from this line. I'm pretty excited about that. Comment down below, let me know which ones you'd actually see coming from this line, and I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up. Here's the blister pack of General Grievous right here. You can see he's got his 4 sabers, he's got his blaster on the bottom, and you can see him standing upright, tall and awesome. And on the back, he's actually only got a couple of these little stringy things to get him out of there. It's not going to be very difficult at all. Thankfully, no zip ties. All right, guys, we got General Grievous out of the packaging, and I will tell you right now, the worst part, the hardest piece to get out of the package of this whole thing was actually this blaster. This blaster was a pain to get out of the blister pack, but we finally did. We'll take a look at that in just a second. And don't pay attention to him, he fell over. All right, we're going to look at him in just a second. All right, so let's take a look at General Grievous. We'll get a little closer up look action at him. Taking a closer look at his head sculpt, guys, we do have a pretty good amount of paint apps going on here. We got some weathering going on. You can tell General Grievous has been through some battles, and I think that's pretty awesome. We've got a nice paint apps going on, the lines going down the forehead. We've got, almost looks like a metallic look going on right here underneath his mouth area. You can see that right there. That's pretty cool. And actually, we're going to take this cape. Now, the cloak actually just is sewed together, so you actually just pull that straight off. There you go, done. It just slides right over him. So let's take a look at him by himself and look and look. And if you'd like to see me do a review on the 6 scale version of General Grievous, put it in the comment section down below. But let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. You can see right here, he is amazing. So let's take a look at the joints. We've got, looks like we got ball joints going on here all the way around. We got, again, this is very similar to the sideshow piece where it's got a dual joint going on here. You can actually see where this joint actually moves, and it's got 2 ball joints on the end of this. So both of these arms move independently, and both of them are on a pivot, so you can actually bend each one of these joints. So let's see how much bend we can get out of that one. I think that's going to be about all we're going to get without going too crazy. This one, let's see here, we can get some bend out of it. All right, so this one wants to bend this way. Awesome. So this one wants to bend this way, and we're going to get, it's a decent amount of bend. I mean, it's he's supposed to be flexible, right? But you want to be careful. That does feel like if you went too far, he might snap something. So I want to be careful with that. And that feels just like the sideshow version, which I got. But I will tell you, look at the sculpt. The way they've got the head put together, you can actually see through. You see through his neck. I mean, look at all that. That is awesome. The head is on a ball joint, so you can actually take the head and you can flip it all the way around. As far as going up and down, he goes up pretty far. I mean, he's not going to be able to look straight up or anything. Down-wise, it's pretty good. And it's interesting because it's actually like a 2-piece neck here. If you can see, there's a ball on the bottom here and then one on here on the top. So his neck, if you want to get like that famous Grievous hunch, I think we're going to be able to do that. We'll try it out in a second. But we're going to get a ball joint here on the top, and the neck actually goes up and down. As far as the neck moving side to side, not so much, but we are going to get pretty good rotation there on the neck. Again, we're going to have the same thing on the other side. We're going to have ball joints on both shoulders and a pivot joint on the elbows, so that's pretty cool. Now, as far as the hands go, the hands look like they don't really move, so they're pretty stationary, which is okay because you don't really want, I mean, it would be really, really flimsy if those were articulated. Looking at his abdomen, we don't have a whole lot of detail going on behind the armor plates. So there's not a whole lot of action going on. There's mainly just gray plastic, but there is weathering going on here and weathering going on here and on the collar here, which I think is well done. We do have a little bit of shading, a little bit of silver dusting going on here on that piece, and we do come down to the hip joints, which surprisingly are pretty good. So we just got pretty much a ball joint going on here, so we're going to get a pretty good amount of play on the hip. It's going to come up way, I mean, literally, dude can look, I mean, he can go way, that's like, come on, Grievous, that's just really That's not even right. All right, so anyway, so he's actually going to get pretty good range of motion there. He's not hindered by any of the armor plating, which is awesome. And then he can actually go out pretty far. So we can hips-wise, he's going to be able to get a pretty good wide stance, so you're not going to have any issues like standing him up. It's not going to have issues with that. As far as the knee joints go, let's see, looks like we got a double joint here. So we should be able to get, oh yeah, we're going to be able to get way back there on the double joint. And it might actually go past that, but for a review sake, I'm going to try and not break this figure and do the best I can. So honestly, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Down here on the bottom, we do have a joint here at the ankle, and again here we got a little ball joint here going at the feet, which is very similar again to the Sideshow piece, which I'm thinking they learned a little something from Sideshow. Just saying, just throwing that out there. But you see down here the feet, he does have these wide claw-like feet like he's supposed to have. Looking at the accessories, guys, we do get 4 blades. We get this little green blade here from his collections from killing all those Jedi. We get a blue one, which is a slight bit different. You can see right here on the hilt is a slight bit different. They actually did a very good job on this. So you got some gold paint, you got a little red button action going on there. I mean, these are different. They are not the same hilts whatsoever. And we get 2 more, guys, and these are different. These are different hilts, which is awesome. So we just get some silver paint, some grip going on there, some red lights and whatnot, buttons. So we do get 4 blades from his collection of Jedi. And then we also get this blaster, which I told you about earlier. This thing was an absolute terror to get out of the blister pack. But it is well done. There's not a whole lot of detail. I mean, the sculpt is good, but there's not a whole lot of like silver wash or anything on it. It does have a slight shine to it, but nothing crazy, so that's pretty cool too. As you can see here, General Grievous has an awesome shelf presence. I've got him here with his 4 blades. He actually holds the blades very well, no issues there. One of the actual bottom left one is a little tighter than the rest of them, but it worked out okay. But I've got him in here. I think it's an awesome pose. You know, if you're gonna have General Grievous on your shelf, I think this is probably one of the poses you're gonna have. You can have him more hunched over, you can have him without the cloak, you can have him with the cloak, but I think right now, I think this is just an awesome figure. Let's take a look at him a little closer up with everything on there. So taking a look at him close up, guys, we've got him here in this awesome pose with his 4 blades, and he is ready to kill some Jedi. I mean, look at this. Absolute winner, guys. Absolute winner. So I think you're going to be really excited to have this one. Take a look at his side profile from General Grievous, guys. I've got him hunched over because General Grievous is supposed to be hunched over. I think this guy will be very posable, and definitely check out my Instagram. I'll definitely be putting a whole bunch of photos of General Grievous on there. Take a look at General Grievous from a side angle. I think you're really going to like this one. He is super posable, balanced as well. The joints are just stiff enough to where you're not going to have any issues with them actually, you know, falling over or worried about anything going off the wrong way. And I will tell you right now, this, I mean, just look at this. Just absolutely a beautiful figure all the way around. Look at that side hunch, which is General Grievous is supposed to have. Check out the sabers. Check out the claws for the feet. I mean, all the way around, guys, this is a beautiful figure. I think you should definitely add this one to your collection if you're interested in these Black Series figures. Here we've got General Grievous next to the all-new Battle Droid, which I will definitely be making a video on these as well. Again, check out my Instagram in the description below. There will be tons of photos for these guys because I've got all kinds of awesome Black Series stuff coming for the channel. You can see right here, General Grievous is standing fully tall. I got rid of the cloak, so he makes it a little easier for you. He is a little bit taller than the droids, but honestly, Grievous is supposed to be hunched over in that pose that we saw earlier, so he's going to stand about the same height as a Battle Droid. But this Battle Droid is amazing as well. Super happy to have this one in the collection, and honestly, I'm going to be army building these things. They're going to be awesome. You can see right here the coloring of both these guys. You got the weathering on General Grievous, you got the weathering on the Battle Droid, and I think they both look awesome paired together. Imagine having like a dozen of these Battle Droids backing up General Grievous, fighting the clones, fighting those blasted Jedi. It's going to be awesome, and a display on your shelf is going to look amazing. One last thing I want to show you guys about this cloak is he actually has these 4 pockets for the blades. I think that's super cool of them to add that in there. I doubt anybody's actually going to hide any blades in there because, honestly, I don't know. I just don't see it happening. But I could be wrong. He does have the blaster. I guess you could put in one of those pockets. But honestly, if you have this guy, you're a General Grievous fan, you're going to be displaying him with all of his blades in all of his glory. And I'm telling you right now, I'm super happy to have him. I almost want to like army build him. I think that would be cool. An army of General Grievous? I don't know. Is that a thing? Comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed that review. I've got a lot more planned. I have a whole pile of Black Series. I've got Hot Toys coming. I've got McFarlane Fortnite figures. I've got McFarlane Game of Thrones figures. heads up on that one. That one's going to be awesome. Guys, if you haven't already, consider hitting the thumbs up button. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of this General Grievous, because I think, honestly, for the money, I think it's pretty awesome. Look in the description below for links where you can actually pick one up for yourself. I think you're going to really like it. And also these battle droids. I can't wait. I have 3 so far. I've got to get some more Army buildos. But if you'd like to see a review on the battle droid, comment down below as well. And if it's your first time here, hit the thumbs up button. Join the patrol, guys. As always, collect what you like. We'll see you next time.